So I think it would be important to mention in at least one of my videos that I have ulcerative colitis. And it makes eating so freaking difficult. I've had it since I was 19. That's when I first seen any symptoms related to it. And it's just on and off. It's just kind of like it's there, you know? Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, do subscribe. One of my favorite topics that I'm going on the trend of is self-care, body care, and anything that has to do with just taking care of you. This is an important topic because the decisions that I make in my life revolve around me having ulcerative colitis. For instance, the reason that I try to gain weight is because when I have my flare-ups, I lose anywhere from a few pounds, maybe like 4 or 5 pounds, to even up to 10, 11 pounds. And I can't seem to quite keep it away far enough for me to gain any more than 10 or 11 pounds. It seems like at that point my body's like, no, no thank you. And it just kind of like flares. So UC makes eating difficult. For the first reason, eating for weight gain. The foods that I could eat that could easily make me gain weight are like, pastas or whey protein, things like that. But especially whey protein, because it's dairy based, that actually causes, reactions within me. It doesn't agree with me, it doesn't end well, and having to find plant-based alternatives is pretty difficult until, recent times. It's been better. I have a brand that I'm using called Orgain that hasn't bothered me. I'll go get it. So this bad boy right here, I've had good times with it so far, and I've just started using it maybe 2-3 weeks ago. When I have a flare-up, and when it does come, it comes like aggressively, I end up just dropping off weight because I can't eat the things that I normally eat that would help me maintain my weight. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of lost. I don't even know what to eat myself. I should go to a specialist. I will go to a specialist. So that maybe I can try to get some help and guidance on how to properly eat, maintain weight, etc. Yeah, it's just, I just lose all my progress every single time. Restaurant choices are so slim, and I mean so slim. It's like the trend I noticed is everything either has to be super oily, greasy, super salty, high sodium, or it's got cheese, more cheese, milk, dairy, moo. Choices are limited for me. I can do white rice, I can do chicken, I can do maybe a salad, but it can't be a Caesar salad with the Parmesan on it, because then that has dairy. It's kind of where are my options? Really, non-existent. That's where they are. And then, not to mention that the drink options are either super sugar or bubbly carbonated. It's not really an in-between. I'll drink maybe Powerade, that's okay at least, but that's if I am at a spot that luckily offers it. And then of course, water. I can't go wrong with water, so I usually just get water. Drinking out is also sketch. Like when I'm in remission, I can have a couple drinks and it won't bother me and, you know, I'm okay. But if I were in a flare-up, well, I wouldn't even want to go out anyways because, like, my energy levels when I can't really eat what I normally eat, it's just, yeah. It's just so low, so I don't really feel like going out anywhere. And then, not to mention, I will need the golden porcelain every single, like, hour. Yeah, I'm good off that. So you can imagine that, like, I stick out like a sore thumb with my dietary needs. And I just don't eat like everyone else. And it makes me feel like an outcast. It's like in moments, for instance, when I'm at work and there's free food at work that the company is just so kind to get, and I just look at it like, I can't eat you. You'll make me flare. Sometimes I'll get veggie options, and veggie meals aren't too bad depending on if it's too fibrous or not. For the most part though, I do well with veggies, so veggie options are good. Veggie options are lovely. For some reason, it's offensive to some people for me to like say no to food or to reject eating something. Like, I know I can't eat it, and I appreciate the offer, and I always thank the person or whoever gets the food for the offer, but like if I can't eat it, I can't eat it. And it's kind of like awkward because then you can tell that they're kind of like offended, like,
oh, is my food option not good enough for you?
And that's not the case. I just can't eat it. When it comes to groceries, there's a lot of options I don't have, but luckily and fortunately enough, there's a lot of good options that are out there on the market that really help. So when it comes to planning meals, I'm still pretty rough with it. Like, I know I share some like dietary type, like, you know, suggestions and things like that on my channel, but I am by no means a nutritionist expert or like super good at pinpointing what I should be eating, what I shouldn't be eating, you know. Sometimes I make mistakes and I'm still learning, and so far the certain things that I know won't trigger my stomach, I try to hold those so near and dear to me because of my flare-ups and my ulcerative colitis. Sometimes it feels like I can't pick the cheap option for foods because I don't want to put things in me that are like low quality, you know what I mean? Like, it's half the stuff is not good for you anyways. But it's been like this since I was 19, so you can imagine a teenager with such heavy food restrictions. Like, yeah, stick out like a sore thumb, I do. Truly. So of course I have to pay way more attention to nutritional facts and things like that. I don't want to put something in me that I know is going to like me up really good. So I make sure I read those nutritional labels and the food allergens super closely. Like, I eagle eye it. I spend a good amount of time in the grocery store. Like, I could have a whole date night in the grocery store. You know, feel me? Like, my pastime is making sure that I'm reading the labels and making sure that I'm not putting something in me that I know is going to be bad. So because of my dietary restrictions, of course I have to meal prep a lot more. So that's where, you know, those videos that you guys are starting to see on my channel, if you are a returning person, the videos that are on my channel that have to do with meal prep, that's foods that help me get by, that I don't have to think of, that I know won't make my tummy feel iffy, you know, and it won't make my colon irritated. Like, I know I can eat it, like, no problem, especially in remission. It is pretty much me having to find time. Like, I have to spend so much time trying to make sure that I give adequate attention to food and things that are going inside of me, because I can't mess around. Cannot do. It's just a matter of navigating, working with a health professional so that you're not completely lost on the journey, which is something that I'm just like, like Google can only go so far, but you just need to work with a healthcare professional and just keep note of anything that's going in your body, and just kind of have your armor ready when you have your flare-ups, and keep it moving. If you happen to be watching and you see it's a hump, as you know, it's a high and a low type thing, and yeah, it just takes navigating. If you like content like this, please do like and subscribe. It lets me know that I should continue making videos like this, and I really do enjoy making videos like this because I've been through this journey, and who else may be on this journey, who knows, that I might help. So these videos are pretty much meant for you so that you have a space to feel normal, talk about things, if you have questions. Conversations is so important about this, so definitely hit that subscribe and join the fam, self-care fam. Until next time, see ya, bye.